What is up, YouTube? I am DJ Murph, and we're going to talk about recovery, addiction, all that fun stuff. Now, it's been a while since I made a video, and I've had a lot of things going on in my personal life. Good things, DJ business doing good, all that. But there's been something I've been noticing, lately with some friends of mine that are struggling with their recovery, and you can't you can't always get the life you had back, and I would argue you don't want that life back because that's the life that led you to addiction in the first place. Now what I'm talking about is, unfortunately, sometimes in addiction, relationships are frayed and destroyed, and they just can't be mended. And whether that's good or bad, it is what it is, and we have to learn to accept that and move past. We can't always get the same relationship with our siblings and our parents and our family in general that we might want. And sometimes you got to be willing to let it go, or at least give those people space. If you cross some lines and you're willing, and you've come to a place where you accept the things that you've done wrong, you gotta at least give the people that you love space. You can't expect them to forgive you overnight, even though we do things in our addiction that's against our character. And when we come into our recovery, we understand that those things don't represent who we really are. Those actions we did in our addiction, but there's still actions that we did, and sometimes it's hard for other people to let that go. But I do believe in time, especially if you don't get defensive and mad, you give those people the space they need, and you live your life well. You do the things you're supposed to do. In time, they'll see the changes. They'll see you are once again who you were, or even better than that, you are now the person you were meant to be. And on the flip side of that, sometimes, your family, some people's families aren't always the most positive in influences in their lives. And if your family is a detriment to your recovery and a detriment to the quality of your life, I would make the argument that maybe you should maybe you should move on. I mean, sometimes it's hard to completely cut family out, but you can set up boundaries. You don't have to dive in completely into the family drama or whatever it is. I always say recovery is about your happiness, making your life manageable, and being productive member of society, a good spouse, good to your kids, just doing the best you can do to live like a happy life. You have to be happy when you wake up in the morning. You have to be happy when you go to bed at night. And if you don't have that, you got to figure out what it is you need to do to change it. And step one is stop doing drugs for us addicts, but there's other things too. I mean, as you separate yourself further and further from active addiction and drugs, you'll notice there's other things in your life that are a detriment to your happiness, and those need to be addressed as well. And sometimes, it's a cliche or whatever, but sometimes, friends are the family that you choose. Just because you share DNA with somebody doesn't mean that you have to have them in your life. If somebody is, negative, always putting you down, always criticizing you, never recognizing your hard work. Is that really something you want in your life? And for a lot of people, that's a parent or somebody just as close, and it's hard to walk away or to put a boundary between you and that person. But if that relationship is going to continue to cause you to relapse or cause you grief and cause you to stay up at night or cause you to be miserable and then in turn be miserable to other people, is that really what you want? This recovery and life in general is a constant journey towards happiness and towards a better life. No matter how good we think we have it, there's always improvements, and it's always a struggle to improve ourselves, because we're all flawed and we all need work and we all fall short of our goals. I've been clean a while now, and I constantly see things in my behavior and see things in my thinking that I need to improve on. So with that being said, just remember, at the end of the day, you have to be happy and surround yourself with people that make you feel good about yourself, and that should be non-negotiable. I mean, if it's a parent or a loved one that's a negative influence in your life, but your family ties are strong and you just have to be in that person's life in some way, set boundaries up, and know that whatever negative thing they say isn't the truth. Know your own truth, know who you are, know what your worth is, because each and every one of us is a unique, awesome individual and deserves happiness and deserves the chance to be happy and be treated well by those in our life. But with that being said, thanks for tuning in. Hit the like button, subscribe, please leave comments, tell me what you think, whether it's good or bad. I'd really, really appreciate it. Thank you.